Today's practice is going to be restorative. So get cozy, maybe bring a blanket, and we'll start together in a seat on our mats. Sit up tall in your seat. Start to feel really supported by the earth. And just notice what breath you brought with you to your mat today. Start to smooth it out. Maybe you need a deep inhale through the nose and an exhale, sigh out the mouth. And then close your lips and come to a nose-to-nose breathing, just focusing right there on the breath. It is human to want to be safe, to belong, and to be loved. And we can do something about that on our mats. So today we're going to work on that, and we're just going to take it easy and give ourselves lots of love. Lengthen the exhales. Notice how the inhales take care of themselves. Spend a couple breaths just lengthening the exhale out the nose, noticing what happens on the inhale. Focused attention on the breath is one way we can calm the mind. So it's a great way to start your practice on your mat so you can be really present. Bring some attention to your seat, to your sits bones. It's where our first chakra is, and that's our kind of safe space. A lot of people kind of stop there when we think about safety. So focus, maybe even close your eyes here. Focus some attention on sending that energy right down into the earth, right out your body and into the earth, rooted into the ground, we say. Focus some attention there. That's how we can feel just really, we call it grounded, just meaning we're really firm and steady in our space in the moment. And that can be reassuring to our body and our mind, just knowing that we are actually safe. So the first chakra is all about that. With your eyes closed, bring some attention up to your third chakra. It's just above your navel. And this space we call the solar plexus. And this is where our ego lives, starts to develop when we're around, 8, 9 years old, where we develop a sense of right or wrong. We know that's all pretty flexible and what's right and wrong depending on context. So put some attention there. So we're moving the energy up from the root chakra to the third chakra, focusing some attention, sending our ego some love. It's there to protect us. This is that space where we feel like we belong. And then we'll keep our eyes closed and send some attention up to the sixth chakra, right between the eyebrows, this third eye chakra. Maybe even bring your thumbs in prayer, bring your thumbs up to that space and go take a little circle in one direction and then the other direction. This is our intuition. And also a space, you can release that if you'd like, and also a space where our monkey mind lives. We call it monkey mind in yoga because that's where our thoughts can get away from us and we can bring them back into peace. So again, sending some energy that comes from that root chakra, from the base of the spine, up to just above the belly button where our ego lives in the third chakra, all the way up to our sixth chakra, that third eye space where we're going to calm our mind. And that's where we're going to focus our attention today for some self-love and restorative practice. So bring your right ear to your right shoulder, hold here, take a couple nice inhales and exhales through the nose. Letting the exhales drop your ear closer to the shoulder, even if it's only in your imagination. One more breath here. And then let's just roll the chin down to the chest. And we'll stop kind of in this bowed motion. Again, nice deep inhale and exhale through the nose. Let the exhale drop your chin closer to your chest. And then we'll roll our left ear up to our left shoulder. A couple breaths here. We're going to move really gently, really slowly, and with lots of love for ourselves. And you're going to leave this mat feeling safe for sure. Roll the chin back down to the chest. Take 2 breaths. And bring the gaze up to neutral. Well, we're gonna find ourselves on our back. So very gently, use your hands to even help you, even if you don't need all that extra support. We just wanna show ourselves that we're really caring today. Come right down to your back. Knees can be pointed to the sky. I'm gonna zip up my sweater here so it's not bothering me. Get cozy. Maybe here you wanna drape a blanket over you. We're not gonna be moving very rigorously, so that might feel cozy. You could even pause this and go get a pillow for your head. That might feel nice. Bring the knees into the chest and just squeeze and roll back and forth, side to side. It could be back and forth, but side to side is probably a little gentler. Find some breath to match your movement, whatever that means for you. And you decide what you do with your feet. You could point the toes, or you could flex the feet. Maybe you go back and forth, feeling a nice stretch in the ankles. And then we'll come to stillness and bring the right knee into the chest and drop the left foot to the ground. Left knee pointed to the ceiling. Just squeeze that right knee into the chest. Couple breaths, taking our time as we move today through this practice. And then release a little bit so you can bring the knee over and up to the armpit. Feeling into this hip crease, and again, maybe you flex and point the foot. We'll reach down and grab the outside of the foot or the ankle or the pant leg. We're going into half stirrup here. So we want to shine the right foot towards the sky and send the right knee towards the floor. And you can move really gently, letting the breath, the exhale, send the knee closer to the floor. The inhales, maybe release a little bit. Feel the belly fill with air, and then exhale, squeeze that out as you squeeze the knee towards the floor. Nice, deep, slow breaths. Let's bring that knee back into the chest for a little squeeze, and we'll switch sides. Left knee comes up, squeeze in first, and then up, right up towards your left collarbone. Point and flex the foot, roll the ankle, whatever feels good here. And then bring the left knee toward the left shoulder. We'll squeeze in this way, feeling into the hip crease. Finding a comfortable space with the foot. Practicing deep inhales and exhales. Then it's half stirrup on this side, so find the outer edge of the left foot, left ankle, left pant leg. And maybe you notice a little difference on this side. That's okay. Just use the breath, come back to that to deepen into the stretch. Soften the eyebrows and the chin and the jaw. Let go of anything that doesn't have to be working so hard. One more breath here. Give that knee a squeeze again, and the foot can find the ground. Place your hands on the belly, the low belly here, maybe the hip points. Take a couple breaths coming back to that grounded space. So sending the hip bones just towards the mat, feeling like you're rooted in the ground. You can feel every inch of your feet and toes on the mat and be really supported here. And we'll bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees go out to the sides. For the supine cobbler's pose, maybe you need to lift and wiggle your hips like I did to get a little more comfortable. And slide the hands up towards the belly. Let's move up towards that, just above the belly button. Maybe giving a little massage to your belly here. Close your eyes and send your ego some love. The ego says things to us that sometimes aren't very kind. But if we dig deep, we can figure out that what it's really trying to do is protect us. It's trying to keep us safe. So having that negative feeling after something goes bad, that negative thought in your mind, is because your ego doesn't want you to be hurt. It doesn't want you to have that happen again. So if you can find that space, send it a little love, knowing it's there to protect us. And then bring your your hands together again in prayer. Find the thumbs up to the third eye. Knowing that in this space, especially on our yoga mat, close your eyes, that we can find some ways to calm this chatter happening in our brain by finding present moment. So bring the attention back to the breath here. Take just 3 breaths with just your attention on the inhales and exhales. I'll be quiet. That is so good for the body. Let those inhales wash over the brain. And the exhale wash over the brain. Sending lots of love there. Let's bring the hand, release the hands so they come down by the hips, palms on the floor. Send the knees to the sky again. We'll walk them in line with the hips, and we're just going to take a few hip and lower raises here. And think about it in terms of we're trying to stretch out this belly, sending love to the solar plexus. So we're not working on the hips or working on some core exercises. We're just stretching out the belly. So on an inhale, 1 vertebrae at a time. Lift the hips off the ground. Send that belly button towards the sky. Maybe wriggle the shoulders under your back. And hold here, sending the knees more forward to the front of the mat. Sending the belly button for a deeper stretch towards the sky. Exhale, lower down. So no stretching or straining here. This is just all about sending love to your belly. Inhale, lift, stretch. Exhale, lower. 1 more, just stretching out this front side of the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Let's flip on to our belly. So again, very kindly using your hands, moving slowly, coming onto the belly. And we'll counter stretch that by using Sphinx Pose. So fingertips are pointing forward. You're up on your elbows, parallel forearms. And inhale, feet. If they're really close together and that's not comfortable on your low back, bring them a little further apart. Looking forward, on an inhale, we'll send them, without moving our hands, we'll imaginarily send the elbows towards the back of the mat and lift the heart space to the sky. Lift the third eye up towards the ceiling, kind of looking above your eyebrows. 2 breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the nose. Drop the shoulders down the back. 1 more. Exhale, we're going to lower the forehead to the ground. So if you don't want your head right on your mat, feel free to make a little pillow here with your hands. And we're going to take some crocodile breaths. So again, sending that energy to the low belly. Let's start by feeling grounded in the hips, in that first chakra. Maybe your forehead is touching your hands as a little pillow. So you've got your 6th chakra taken care of. And we'll come back to attention to that solar plexus. So on your inhale, fill up your belly first. Feel it against the floor. And then a little more, fill up your chest. Feel your chest rise. And on an exhale, slow and controlled, let it all go. Again, inhale through the belly first. Then the chest. Slow exhale, release. Take 3, 4, 5 more just like that. Trying to keep your attention on your breath. If your mind has wandered, bring it back to your belly breath. Take 2 more. Let each Each exhale, feel fully supported by the floor. Go ahead and finish that crocodile breath, that last one. And we're gonna flip over to close out this restorative practice. Moving gently and kindly, centering yourself in the mat. And we'll come into full Shavasana. So feet are reaching towards the front edge of the mat. Go ahead and let your ankles roll to the sides, toes point to the outer edges. Hands can come palm up to the sky. Feel free to close your eyes. We'll come back to the root chakra. So imagining a golden light. And as you inhale, bring that golden light up to rest at your third chakra right above the belly button. In your solar plexus. And then keep inhaling that light, that energy all the way up to your sixth chakra, right between the eyebrows, your calm mind. And on an exhale, you'll send that energy right back down where it came from. And on the inhale, bring it up again. So you've got 3 points to focus on. The base of your spine, your solar plexus, and right between the eyebrows. Let's take about 5 breaths here, just sending energy in those spaces, relaxing. Bring your attention right back to the breath, that golden energy of light. You can keep this energy going. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. I'm going to come to a seat and close this out. Just doing a little body scan here, noticing how my breath is from how there's maybe some change from when I first showed up on the mat. Sending myself a little gratitude for being here, and lots of gratitude for you for joining me in this practice. And with that, have a great day. Namaste.